Hi, y'all. Okay, so I just finished a live Google Hangout with MA 2.0, and y'all can check the video out on his channel when it's uploaded. Probably uploaded sometime today. But now I think I wanted to go live with you guys today, just to say hi, maybe answer some questions. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments or the group chat or whatever. I don't know if anyone's watching this. It says I have 5 viewers, so far. I'm gonna type hi so y'all can get started. So if y'all have any questions or need some advice or relationship advice, I'll be on for the next hour or so, and I'll be here. So if y'all have anything you want to ask, type it in the comments. If not, then I'll just start talking. Okay. So I feel like a lot of women these days, we were talking about this on the Google Hangout with MA 2.0, and he was saying that too many women are led by their emotion and they overreact for everything, and it pushes men away because they think they're crazy. So I always say, use logic. Use logic when making decisions in your relationship. Do not go by emotion. Emotion will have you making some dumb decisions that you would have never done if you were in your right mind. You know what I'm saying? So I always suggest, going somewhere to calm down, writing in a journal, talking to your friend about it or a stranger about it, and getting all the anger out first, and then approaching the issue with, your partner and solving it with logic. Some people break up and they really didn't want to break up because they were just over emotional, and they thought that, oh, if I break up, it's going to hurt you. But really what it ended up doing was hurting the person that broke up with them. So, and then you're like, oh, I want him back, but he's not coming back. Because a lot of the things that we say when we're upset and mad are very hurtful, and you can't take words back. You just can't take them back. And a lot of women reveal stuff when they're angry, like, oh, that's why I cheated on you. And, once a man hears that, they probably aren't coming back. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, it's only to use you up and then leave you again. You know what I'm saying? So don't speak out of emotion. Be strategic, as MA 2.0 says in his video. Be strategic on how you do things and calculating. And, if I say this in 5 years, is this going to haunt me? You know what I'm saying? Because it will. Men cheating on a man and him finding out is like 10 times worse than him cheating on you and you finding out, because it hurts them way more. It hurts their ego, their pride. It's like women are very forgiving when it comes to cheaters. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them are very forgiving when it comes to cheaters. So I feel like men are not that forgiving when their woman is cheating. You know what I'm saying? So if you cheated, don't ever tell them, because it's that's a risk you're gonna have to take for him not coming back. Okay. I don't see any comments or anyone asking questions, so I guess there's no questions. So I'll just keep talking. Or I don't see them. Like, I don't see any questions. I think you have to go to Google Hangouts or Google or something. I don't know. Let me put the link. Is there a link? Let me get the link. I can put my YouTube page. Y'all, I don't know how to work this. I'm still trying. Let's see. I'll put the other link in there too. There's 2 links. So y'all figured out. But I'll just keep talking. So anyway, I have a lot of people writing me who are dating successful men, and they just can't get the ring. They can't get married. What am I doing wrong? A lot of the advice some women are getting from other women is very wrong. Okay. Um, and putting, oh, you have this many days if you want to marry me, and then I'm off, and then I'm gone. I'm not entertaining you anymore. You'll know, you know, you got to play reverse psychology. Okay. First of all, life is not all peaches and cream. You know, you have to play chess. Okay. So if you see a man that you want to marry, what the first thing you do is treat him like he is not husband material. You know, make him prove himself, because first of all, he might not even want to get married, but if he feels like the whole offer is off the table and you don't even see him as potential husband material and that he's not even good enough for you, he's going to start asking himself, well, dang, why am I not husband material? And then he's going to start to try to prove himself to you, like, I am husband material, I can be a good husband, I can do this, I can do that. And then subconsciously he's training his own mind to be a husband. And you're probably the only one, or the one in the last few years, that he's been trying to prove himself as a husband too. And so the logical next step is to, dang, let's just get married. So you got to use reverse psychology to get husbands. You can't say, oh, I want you to be my husband, we make a good blah 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 blah, because most men are not trying to get married. They're not. But if you say, oh, I love this relationship, it's so fun, in a couple of years I'm going to want to get married and blah blah and have kids and stuff, and he's going to be like, oh, well, I don't know about that. He's like, oh, I wasn't talking about you, you know you weren't going to be the husband. That's so cute. Oh, you thought you were going to be my husband. And they were like, why not? You're not husband material. You are someone that I would not marry. Oh my gosh, you're just for fun. And then he'll be like, what? Really? Why am I not husband material? Oh, you know why. Don't be silly. You know what? So at that point, they're going to be like, dang, she's not even taking me seriously. Is everything she's saying to me not true? I wonder what type of guy she wants to marry. And then so he's going to be like, well, what is husband material? Okay. And this is how you get them. What is husband material? What is husband material? Husband material. Oh, you really want to know what I want in my future husband? Like, why are you asking me? And don't tell him the first time around. Make him keep asking. And then, he'll say, okay, well, husband material, and just start naming the exact opposite of him or the things that you want him to do that he's not currently doing. You know what I mean? Well, husband material, they call and text back. They want to spend more time with you. They want to go on vacation. They want to chill. They want to stay at home. They want to wine and dine you on special occasions. They want to do all that kind of stuff, husband stuff. They can't wait for you to have kids, and they want to be like this great dad and stuff like that. And, just someone who's really interested in, diving deep into that, that marriage and family life. And I don't see you doing that. Okay. And then so he's going to be like, well, when do you plan on, finding that person who you're going to marry, and, husband material? And he said, oh, maybe in a couple years from now. That way he has time to kind of either become husband material, start talking about being your husband, subconsciously turning into husband material. Because now that, when a man tries to please you and impress you, and he knows that you've already dismissed him in 2 years and that you're going to be looking for something totally different, he is then going to start taking on the traits of husband material and trying to prove himself and please you and impress you with being husband material. And then the logical next step is to ask you to marry them. Okay. And so when the few years are almost getting ready to end, he's going to be like, so you're going to be like, so yeah, I'm ready to go move on to the next part of my life. It's been so, I love you so much. I will never forget the time that we spent together. And, you'll always be a great friend and blah, 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 blah. But now I think it's time for me to move on to that next chapter of my life. And he's going to be so used to you by then. He's going to be like so used to trying to impress you and being husband material. He's going to be like, well, have you ever considered that, maybe I've changed my mind. Maybe I've changed. Maybe I can be a husband, blah, 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 blah. And then you'll say, I thought about it, but I'm not very sure. I mean, do you really want to get married? I mean, look, you're having so much fun. I wouldn't want to tie you down. You know what I'm saying? You're, are you sure this is what you want? And now it's their idea and not even yours. You know what I'm saying? So when you get that urge to get married, you have to use reverse psychology. Or you have to say, well, I'm getting ready to leave and, go explore some other options, because you don't even ask them to marry you. You just like, I'm getting to that point in life where I want to start, getting married, having kids and stuff like that. So I'm just going to have to go, you know. And if that man really loves you and he can't imagine his life without you, he's going to marry you. Okay. But if you putting pressure on him, he's going to feel like it's a trap. You're trying to, put some, pressure on him. You're trying to be the boss. You're trying to call all the shots. You're going to take his role away from him. So what you got to do is trick him to make him think it was his idea. A lot of women will be like, well, how do I get him to propose? And, I always say, make up a fake job in a different state that you've been offered. And, when you feel like it's time to get married, and say, you know what, I've been offered this really great opportunity in this other state. And I'm really thinking about say it's a state where one of your ex-boyfriends live too. Just make it up if it's not even true. I'm gonna be moving to this different city, and I've been offered a new job. It pays about the same, but I feel like I need a change in my life right now. I'm kind of ready to start on a new chapter. New job. The next person that I probably get involved with, I want to get married and have a relationship with. Blah 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 blah. But I'm really in love with you, and I'm very torn. But I know that I don't know if you're ready for that next step. I don't know if you're ready for marriage. I don't know if you're ready to commit and do all those things that I want. And I would not ever want to put that pressure on you. But this opportunity is great. I know a few people in that city. Name a couple girls and then name a guy. Throw a guy's name in there. And he was like, well, who's that? I was like, oh, it's one of my my ex-boyfriends or whatever. But I kind of that's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure he's married or I have a girlfriend or whatever. But those are the only people I know there. So if he lets you go, he says, okay, good luck. That means he was never gonna marry you anyway. But if he says, well, I want you to stay, why do you have to go? I love you, blah, blah, blah. He's going to start thinking about marrying you and moving on, and getting engaged and stuff like that. Because now he's going to have to imagine his life without you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's his thing. So I just wanted to pop on for a minute. I don't see any questions. I don't think this Google Hangout thing is like working great for my YouTube channel. But I'm gonna go ahead and go live from my YouTube channel without the Google Hangouts. I'm gonna go ahead and go live on my phone like I normally do, so you guys can ask me questions and I can see them. There's no questions being asked, and I don't even know if you guys know how to do it, because I sure don't know how to do this. And plus, the webcam is not as good as my iPhone camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. And if you got any information out of this video, I'm very thankful. And if you can comment on this after it's downloaded on YouTube, if it downloads on YouTube, because I don't even know if it can do that, then, thumbs up. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this broadcast, and I will see y'all on my live video on my phone, okay? All right, see y'all later.